मंत्र जाप करेंगे।
Jai Guruji, Jai Sangatji. Today reading Satsang of Anita Verma. The title is Dispeller of Darkness. Most of us wish to walk on the spiritual path. We somehow imagine or conjure up wrong notions what about spirituality is. We think that spirituality means living in seclusion in a Himalayan cave or roaming through the length and breadth of the land. We are blissfully ignorant that no spiritual knowledge can be attained unless and until we surrender our ego at the lotus feet of Guru, who alone can lift us from the quagmire of materialistic environment onto the spiritual path. The word Guru means dispeller of darkness. We are submerged in a tunnel of ignorance and darkness, and only a Guru can pull us out. The Guru is God. A word from him is a word from God. He need not teach anything. Even his presence is elevating, inspiring, and stirring. Just his company provides self-illumination. Living in his company is a spiritual education. Our holy scriptures are flooded with examples of Guru-Chela relationship. Our gods whom we worship today are at some time or another sought the assistance of Guru even when they adopted mortal form. Lord Krishna sat at the feet of Guru Sandipani. Lord Rama has Guru Vaisheshta, who gave a Upadesha, spiritual counsel. Lord Jesus sought John for his baptism on the banks of river Jordan. Even Devas, celestial being, are Brahashpati of the Guru. We are very fortunate that in our quest for Guru, we have been blessed with Guruji, whose divinity personified and is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. A shower of blessing. In 1991, I suddenly developed a knee problem. The pain used to be excruciating and unbearable. I tried all allopathic, homeopathic, and grandma's lines of treatment, but to no avail. Despite heavy doses of painkillers, the agony at night would keep me from sleeping. I told Guruji of my problem, and the compassionate one decided to heal me. He asked for a spoon from the kitchen and placed it on my knee while chanting mantra. The pain vanished, and I have never had the slightest twinge, even though I climb a flight of stairs to my third floor flat and go for a 2-hour walk every day. While on a posting to Calcutta, I got typhoid, which left me with a low-grade fever for a month and a half. I underwent all medical tests and took plethora of medicines, but the low-grade fever continued. On hearing my ailment, Guruji asked for a betel, pan, leaves and placed them on me. Incredibly, that very moment, the fever vanished. On learning of our impending move to Delhi, I was determined to open my beauty salon, as I had trained to be a beautician and a hairstylist and had earlier worked in a beauty parlor. But Guruji turned down the proposal, saying that the parlor would cause me asthma. To my horror, I discovered that in due course of time, I did become asthmatic. One day, my condition became precarious and I was battling for life, as I had immense difficulty breathing and felt my life was ebbing out. I was rushed to the hospital. All the time I was holding Guruji's photo close to my heart and praying to him to save me. Immediately I was put on oxygen and administered steroid injection. The doctor in the hospital later told me that even a delay of 2 minutes would have been proved fatal. When I went to meet Guruji before I could say anything, he spoke, "I have pulled you out of the morass." That was the gospel truth. Subsequently, I would complain to Guruji that inhalers and medications were very strong and requested him to help me get rid of the disease. He was annoyed and reprimanded me for reminding him. He knew exactly what the problem was. A month passed and I realized that I had no asthma, which meant no usage of inhaler. When going on my journey, I still buy an inhaler to be on the safe side. Invariably, after the holidays, I return the inhaler unused to the chemist. The asthma has been eradicated. Once we were at a gathering of devotees with Guruji, he suddenly placed both hands on a gentleman's head and we saw rose petals shower down. Guruji did the same on a lady's head and a shower of petals fell again. The lady pulled out the dupatta, a scarf used to cover the head, to collect the petal. It was a beautiful miracle. On my birthday, Guruji called me forward and in the presence of Sangat asked me to extend my hands. Suddenly a sari fell on my palms. Guruji ordained that I should keep it in a clean place without wearing it. The sari had the rose fragrance so typical of him, and even through the 10 years have passed, the fragrance remains. Moreover, Guruji predicted a few years ago that my daughter would get married to a wonderful man. Without my getting sleepless nights over her marriage, it happened. Today she is happily married and has 2 beautiful sons thanks to Guruji's blessings. Guruji showers his blessings in the form of prasad. I have on numerous occasions seen him create a prasad of pure ghee, clarified butter. Once, in a similar fashion, he gave kada prasad to a devotee, and many times we have held laddus, sweets emerging from nowhere, but full of his fragrance. My earnest advice to everyone is, do not dig shallow wells here and there for getting water. The pit will dry up soon. Dig a very deep pit in one place. Centralize all your efforts here. You will get a good water that will supply you throughout your life. Try to imbibe spiritual teachings thoroughly from one preceptor alone. Drink deep of the wisdom of one man. Sit at his feet for some years. There is no use of wandering from one man to another out of curiosity, losing faith in a short time. Follow the instructions of one guru only. If you go to the several people and follow the instruction of many persons, you will be bewildered. You will soon be in a dilemma. Remember, one doctor get you to get a prescription. From 2 doctors, you get consultation, and from 3 doctors, you get a recipe for cremation. Our guru will tell you to go to Himalayas, japa. No, one guru will tell you to do Hanuman japa, another will tell you to do japa of Sri Rama, a third will tell you to do puja every day. You will be puzzled. Stick to one Guru and follow his instruction. Listen to all but follow one. Respect all but adore one. Gather knowledge from all but adopt the teachings of one master. Then you will gain rapid spiritual progress. Jai Guru Ji, Jai Satsang Ji, Jai Sangat Ji.